Welcome back. Yes, I put the dew up. It was getting a little frizzy. It's all good. Okay, so we have the spicy batch of questions. We only have 3 of these. So these are the coffee questions. What I would also like to say is they're mixture questions. You're mixing things together. Okay, so I would suggest you give this just a good read. Okay, let's read it. Don't do anything but read it. No panicking, no weeping. Yes, these are spicy, but they're totally doable. We got this. So the coffee shop, okay, we're at a coffee shop, Cool Beans, has a 20 kilogram bag of Colombian coffee and Turkish coffee, which sells for $10 per kilogram. Okay, wait, let me understand that sentence. So they have these 2 coffees mixed together. Okay, Colombian and Turkish mixed together, and it sells for $10 per kilogram. Okay, cool. Okay, got it. Okay. Colombian coffee alone, so just a container of Colombian coffee, sells for $12 per kilogram. And Turkish coffee alone sells for $4 per kilogram. Okay, cool. How many kilograms of each are in the mix? Okay, I'm a visual girl, so you guys have heard me say it a billion times. So here we go. We have some Colombian coffee. It says Colombian on there. I don't know if you can see it. And then we have Turkish coffee. You see, Turkish. So we have individual Colombian coffee and we have individual Turkish coffee. And what we're gonna do is mix them together, right? We're gonna mix. We're gonna mix. So I'm taking these individual, ooh, just dropped some. I'm taking these individual type of coffees and I'm creating a mixture, okay? So I'm creating this 3rd container that's sitting here and I'm pouring them together so that I can mix them up. So my suggestion is drawing a really cool picture to help us visualize it, because I'm a visual girl, so let's do this. Okay, here we go. So a Colombian coffee shop has these coffees. So I'm gonna draw the little containers. So there's the 2 coffees. Now what coffees do we have alone? We have Colombian coffee, cool. I'm gonna go with C for Colombian. And we have Turkish coffee. I'm gonna go for T, the tail, remember it looks like a plus sign, for Turkish. And I know we're going to mix them together. Literally, we're gonna mix them. We're gonna pour them into here and create a mixture, okay? So, now this is a very high-end coffee shop. This is not cheap stuff. So they have all those little fancy price tags hanging off. So Colombian has a little price tag. Colombian coffee alone sells for $12. So it has a little $12 price tag hanging off. Cool Beans. Turkish is not as expensive as the Colombian. Turkish coffee alone sells for $4. Now you can see the Turkish coffee is all by itself. So let's hang a little price tag off. That's a $4 coffee. Cool. It looks like this guy is very empty, so we need to put some information here. Now remember, this is the mix. It also needs a price tag because we're mixing that Colombian and Turkish together to create. So we need another price. So we've already used this price. We've already used this price. Let me spy with my beady eyes. $10. Because this one's the mixture, remember? It's 20 kilograms of this mix. So when I mix these 2 together, it's making 20 kilograms at a cost of $10 per kilogram. So how do we set this guy up? Well, first you gotta do the picture. So do the 2 individuals that you are adding together to create this. These 2 guys are being added together to create this total value. That's interesting. Let's go with that. Colombian and Turkish, I have a total of 20 kilograms. Now right now, what does this question remind you of? That dimes and quarter question, right? Doesn't that kind of, oh yeah, dimes and quarter, oh yeah. It kind of, a little bit. Now the second one. Remember how the dimes and quarter one had to do with value of the coins, that second equation? This one's very similar. but instead of like value, we're gonna go with like cost. So it's $12 per kilogram of the Colombian. Per means multiply. $12 per kilogram of the Colombian. So it's 12 times C, 12C, plus 4 times T, 4T. Because that's $4 per kilogram, and per is a word for multiplication. And we have here $10 per that 20. Now do this in your head, or multiply it out to the side if you're not comfortable with that. Or use a calculator, which you know you can't use in class because Miller doesn't like calculators. Lucia? Okay, so here we go. Congrats. You just got your whole setup. I would highly recommend that you watch this video a couple times before you go in and tackle the last two, which I know you can do. You're gonna ace it, you're gonna kick its booty. So watch this video one more time and then set up the next two. You can do this. Keep going.